Hello everyone, this is part 13 of What If Naruto Fell in Love with Hinata in High School, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe, it gives me more motivation. Enjoy. Hinata's father sighed heavily and hung his coat on the rack near the door. He walked into the living room and saw a figure sitting on the couch. He could only see the back of the head. "Who are you?" he said sternly, but there was no answer. He walked around to the front of the couch and saw that the kid was asleep, and lying on his lap was his daughter. "Wake up!" he shouted, clearly angry. Hinata and Naruto opened their eyes. Hinata saw who had awoken them and realized why he looked so angry. She jumped to her feet and greeted her father. Naruto was still rubbing the sleep out of his eyes, so he didn't catch what they had begun talking about. "What the hell did you think you were doing?" her father shouted. "I told you before, I do not want you to date anyone until you are 16. Nothing happened," Hinata weakly said. "We just fell asleep watching television, and we are not dating. Right, Naruto?" He had finally started to pay attention. "Dating? What?" He got up and Hinata filled him in. "Oh, sir, you're mistaken." Naruto tried to sound formal. "We just went to the movies with a couple other friends and she invited me in to watch some TV. We just fell asleep." Her father's face was red with anger. "You expect me to believe you, little liar?" "It's the truth," Hinata almost shouted. Naruto already has a girlfriend." "Oh really?" Her father looked intrigued. "What's her name?" "Her name is," Hinata started but was cut off by her father. "Let Naruto tell me." "My girlfriend." He looked at her father and he nodded. Her name is Eria." Naruto said, the first girl that came to mind. Hinata, for a second, looked like her heart had broken but quickly recovered. "Yeah, Dad. They've been going out for almost 2 months now." Her father caught the look that Hinata had given and then sighed. "All right, I believe you, for now. If I ever catch you in this house again without my permission, let's just leave it at that." He gave Naruto an evil look. Naruto gulped and walked out the house. "Man, he's scary." Hinata sighed silently and began her trip up to her room but was stopped. "Hinata, yes, I don't know what's going on with you and that boy, but it ends here." "What do you mean? You are going to be driven to and from school? No clubs, no meetings, no going out with your friends, no more anything until I feel like it?" "What? That's not fair. Nothing happened between us. But you wanted, right? You are either dating that boy or wish to be. I saw that look in your eye when he mentioned that other girl." Hinata stayed silent. "I'm right. I always am." He walked to his study and slammed the door. Hinata walked up to her room staring at the floor. She threw herself on the bed and grabbed her cell phone. She typed up a text and sent it. Naruto was walking back to his house. "I hope that Hinata will be okay." Her father looked really pissed off. Just then his cell phone rang. He reached into his pocket and answered it. "Naruto, where the hell are you? It's late." Jiraiya screamed into the phone. "Calm down, Gramps. I'm almost there. I just fell asleep with Hinata at her house." Naruto then realized that he made a poor choice of words. "Is that so? Tell me about it." "No, wait. Tell me when you get here." He hung the phone up. "Good going, Naruto." He sighed and his phone rang again. "What now?" He looked and saw that he got a text from Hinata. It read, "Need to talk. I'll call late tonight." "Seems serious," he said and closed the phone. Later that night, after Naruto had explained what had happened at Hinata's house and microwaved some leftover pizza, Naruto went to his room and surfed the net until Hinata finally called at around midnight. "Hey Hinata. What's up?" Naruto asked. "Why call so late? What happened after I left?" "Hi Naruto. I want to make sure my dad is asleep. He might be sneaking around listening in." She explained everything her father had told her. "That sucks. What are we going to do?" Naruto asked as he spun around in his chair. "I don't know yet. Can I ask you something?" Hinata asked. "Shoot. How come you said Eria's name when my father asked who you were dating?" Hinata asked, curious. "How come you want to know?" Naruto asked. You don't think that I like her, do you? He asked, sounding slyly. No, I don't think that at all. Hinata said. Naruto laughed softly. Don't worry. I only said her name because it was the first one that came to mind. You don't have anything to worry about. I would feel the same way if you liked some other guy. Hinata thought about Hayato and blushed. Hinata, you still there? Oh, sorry. Just thinking about something. What my father might do if he found out we were dating. Oh, well, he already suspects it. It's getting late. I'm going to sleep now. Good night, Naruto. Good night, Hinata. Hinata hung up and set its phone next to her on her bed. Hinata brought her knees close to her chest. I don't actually like Hayato, do I? She said softly to herself. Who's that? Hanabi said as she walked into the room. None of your business, Hinata said. Hanabi pulled out her phone from her pocket and played the video that she recorded earlier. Where were you when that happened? Hinata whisper shouted. Upstairs. I got a good view. She giggled. You two use your tongues a lot, you know that. She closed her eyes and stuck her tongue, moving it all over the air. Hinata blushed in embarrassment and hid her head in her knees. What do you want this time? I want to know who Hayato is. Hanabi bounced up and down. He sounds like a cool guy. You don't even know him. I can tell by the name. Hinata groaned and brought her face out. He's just some guy that I met on Monday. He likes me and... Hanabi inched closer to her sister, and... I think I like him too. No way. Hanabi shouted. Shush. You're gonna wake Dad up. Hinata ran to the door and closed it. You're going out with Naruto. You cheater. Just like in Volume 2. Hanabi shouted. I think I should tell Naruto about this. She got her cell phone and looked through the list of numbers. You have his number on your phone. Hinata lunged forward and swiped the phone out of her sister's hands. How did you get it? I looked through your phone, duh. Hanabi said. I also have Shikamaru, Choji, Ino, Sakura, pretty much all your friends. You don't even know who they are. Hinata let out a sigh. I'm not even sure I like him. I might have just been hallucinating or something because I was sick. She said with a sad tone in her voice. I'll get over it soon though. I haven't thought about him since Tuesday. Hanabi glared at her sister. I won't tell Naruto, for now. At all. This is none of your business anyways. Hinata said and ordered her sister out of her room. Monday. Naruto sat by himself in the library looking up things on the computer. He let out a yawn and scratched his head. Shikamaru stopped coming early, and Hinata is being dropped off just before the bell. He stretched his right arm and yawned again. It's boring. In the back area, Win and Osa sat in the usual table. This is getting really old area. You have to talk to him sometime. Osa said as she put her head on the table. He's by himself. No Hinata, or anyone. What do I say? Area said as she nibbled at the end of her thumb. You had this, Naruto will be mine. Personality last week. Where did it go? Win asked, staring at her chest. Even Hayato is helping you break him up. Area crossed her arms and shrugged her shoulders. The thought of going out with him got me excited, now that I can go talk to him. I feel as though as weak as before. Osa and Win let out a sigh. You know what? Whether you actually break him up or not, I don't care. Osa started. Just go and talk to him, or else Win will go and tell him embarrassing things about you. Aria's cheeks turned slightly red. Like when you couldn't hold it in back in kindergarten and went in class. Win smiled, apparently getting a sick enjoyment out of it. Okay, Aria said and got up. Think she'll freeze up? Osa asked. Yup, Win said, still smiling. Aria went to the desk where Naruto was sitting at. However, Naruto was lost in the screen and did not notice her. Good. Hi. Hell, nice. Aria kept rambling on as she could not find what to say. Naruto finally noticed her after checking to see who was making a fuss. Hey Aria. Good morning. He smiled at her and turned his eyes back to the screen. Morning Naruto. She blurted out. See, can I sit next to you? Sure. I don't see why not. Naruto scooted over a bit so there was enough room for Aria. Aria grabbed her seat and sat next to Naruto. After that, an awkward silence befell them. So, is there anything that's new with you? Learned any new spells or anything like that? Naruto asked to break the silence. Area nodded. What did you learn? Area mumbled something so quick and quietly it was impossible to hear. Say what? He cupped his right ear. I learned how to freeze water, midair. That's cool. Naruto gave a weak smile. SS spoons. Area said. Spoons? Naruto asked confused. They're really useful, aren't they? Area said, her face completely red. I think that I should be getting to class now. I need to ask Kurenai something important. He was clearly not comfortable with this situation. Wait, Naruto, I need to tell you. Area got out of her seat. She looked around her to see how many people there were. There was only 2 others and both had headphones plugged into the computer with volume at max. I love Naruto. She closed her eyes and turned her head down at the ground when she said it. Naruto dropped his bag on the floor. What did you say? I love you, Naruto. I think about you all day, every day. I must sound pathetic. You're in my dreams and I can't get you out of my head. I don't care if you don't like me the same way or even as a friend. I don't care if you already have a girlfriend. I just want to let you know that. Naruto stood there unable to say a word. Did she say she loves me? Area lifted her head and looked into Naruto's eyes. Her face turned completely red and she stumbled over to him and kissed his cheek and ran out of the library. That sounded really pathetic. What the hell were you thinking? He will be avoiding you completely now. Any chance you had is now destroyed. She loves me. Has Hinata even told me that? She doesn't need to say it, right? It's obvious she does, right? Naruto reached down and grabbed his bag. He moved to the door in an almost zombie way. What do you think she said to him? Win asked Osa. I don't know. I can't read lips. Osa said. Let's go, we need to find out. Naruto. Win called him. No, not him. Area. Win pointed to the door. Naruto, are you okay? Hinata asked before they left their last class. You've been kind of spacing out all day. Did something happen? No, nothing at all. I was just thinking about some things. Naruto kissed Hinata goodbye as she left for the car that would be picking her up. You sure that nothing is up? Shikamaru asked him. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's not like some other girl confessed her love to me this morning. Naruto said, trying to hide what had happened. What are you talking about? Shikamaru gave him a weird look. Just forget it, Naruto said and headed over to the library. Maybe Area comes here after school. Hinata stared outside the window of the car. She had told her drivers to pick her up in the most normal car they could find. She still did not want others to find out she was rich. When they parked, her butlers opened the door for her and carried her bags inside. Hinata sighed and was about to head inside when she heard someone call her. Pissed. Hinata, over here. She turned her head to the gate and saw Hayato standing outside it. She walked over to him but did not open the gate. How did you find my house? I got my sources. He smiled as he looked at her, which made her blush slightly. Luckily Win knew where she lives. I had to bribe her with baby pictures of Area though. What do you want? Just came by to tell you I love you. It was hard to tell if he was joking or not by the smile that was still on his face. Hinata gasped and covered her mouth. She turned about and ran inside her house. Naruto walked into the library and started looking around for Area. Not in the back. That's where she usually hangs out. He sighed and walked back out. Guess I'll have to wait until morning to talk to her. Out of my way, Hita shouted as she ran for the gate. She had pushed a group of kids that were walking too slow for her to the ground. You could have gone around. One of them yelled back as he picked himself up. That's Hita, right? Naruto said to himself and ran after her. Hey Hita, wait up. I need to ask you something. He yelled. Hita stopped running and turned around. Oh Naruto, what's up? She asked when he caught up to her. Do you know where Area is? Naruto said. I need to talk to her about something important. She wasn't at the library and I don't know any of the places she hangs out. She probably is at that ice cream shop. I got an idea. She smiled to herself. No, I don't. I would call her but she hardly ever answers her phone. Come over to our house for a while and wait for her there. She walked forward and Naruto followed. Thanks, Naruto said. I really have no idea what I'm going to say to her. This will give me some time though. Hinata peeked outside her window. He's gone now. She fell back on her bed and felt her face heat up. How can he tell me that he loves me? She went on her side. He doesn't even know me. She faced at the mirror on her closet door. I'm really red. She looked away and sat up. He told me he loves me before Naruto did. He does love me, right? We've gone out on a few dates and we love spending time with each other. It shouldn't even need to be said. She let out a sigh and sat up. I just need to get all of this out of my head and pretend like he never said it. Never said what? Midori asked as she came into the room and put a new clean towel on Hinata's bed. Nothing, Midori. Hinata said and walked out the door. It's nothing that you would be interested in. It would be really nice to hear Naruto say that he loves me. She blushed at the thought and smiled. I want him to tell me first. Eria dropped her bag on the couch of her living room and went to the kitchen. Idiot. What was I thinking telling Naruto I love him? She beat herself up as she poured a glass of water for herself. As she chugged it down, Hita walked in. There you are, she said as she got a cookie out of the jar. You know that Naruto was looking for you after school, right? Eria face blushed like mad. Why? I don't know. He wanted to talk to you. Did something happen? Hita snickered and nudged her sister in the ribs. No. She turned away. Come on, just tell me. I'm bound to find out sooner or later anyways. Eria sighed and sat at the table. I told Naruto that I loved him before school today. I don't know what came over me. I just let him know how I felt and everything. I don't want to face him for a while now. Hita tried to hold her laughter in. Is that all? Hey, just go up to your room and try to forget all about it. She let out a short laugh and got it under control. Eria looked at her weirdly and nodded. She walked to her room and opened the door. Oh, you're finally here. Naruto smiled. He was sitting on her bed flipping through the television channels. I need to talk to you. Eria's face turned red once again and she fainted, falling forward. Luckily Naruto caught her before she hit the floor. Gotcha. Eria. Oh man, she out. Naruto put her on her bed and walked out the room. Something wrong? Hita asked when she saw Naruto leave Eria's room. She passed out, Naruto said and scratched the back of his head. Hita burst out laughing and dropped the cookies she had in her hand. Naruto raised his eyebrow in confusion. Sorry, Hita said as she calmed down. It was just too funny. Let's go wake her up. She stepped into Eria's room and snapped her finger in front of Eria's face. Wakey wake. She shook her violently. Wake up. Naruto's here and you go and pass out. Eria opened her eyes. What? She mumbled. You weren't gone long. Come on, she said as her shakes grew more and more violent. Eria was fully awake and looked at her sister. Okay, I'm up. She looked behind her and standing in the doorway was Naruto smiling at her. Eria felt her face turn red. I forgot to tell he was here. Hita chuckled, pointing behind her. Why is he here? Eria looked away from him and whispered to Hita. I don't know, I'll just leave you two alone. Wait, Eria hissed at Hita, but she had already left the room. Naruto stepped in and sat beside Eria on the bed. We can talk, right? Eria nodded but did not make eye contact with him. Well, what you told me this morning. It was stupid, I know. Eria spat the words out. She was beating herself up. And no, it wasn't, it just caught me off guard. Naruto said so not to make her feel bad. Really? Eria said, still looking down at the floor. Yeah, you know that I don't feel the same way. But, Naruto was searching for the right words so as to not make her feel worse, but that doesn't mean that we can't be friends. Hinata is not allowed out of her house at all now except for school. We could hang out and go out to places. Who knows, I might end up falling for you. He laughed as he said that last part. Really? Eria turned and looked at Naruto in the eyes. It might. You never know. He blushed. She's a little too close. See, can we go out on Thursday? Sure. Naruto got up and began walking out. Okay, bye Eria. I have to get going. Bye. She waved and smiled. Naruto got out of the house and walked home. It wasn't until he was almost at his house did he realize what he had said. Who knows? I might end up falling for you. Idiot. He stomped on the ground. I was trying not to hurt her feelings, instead I gave her false hope. What are you talking about, Naruto? A voice said from behind him. Naruto spun around and saw Hanabi and Konohamaru together. Gave false hope to who? Hanabi asked. What are they doing here? I can't say a word to either of them. Hanabi will tell Hinata and I don't want her to get hurt or anything. Nothing. I was just wait, what are you two doing together? Out on a date? Naruto asked, trying to change the subject. Both of them blushed and looked away from each other. Gotta go home, my dad might get mad. Hanabi said and ran away. Me too. Konohamaru said and did the same. Phew. I got myself out of that one. Naruto said as he continued home. Later that night, Hinata was under her covers. She had been reading a book for a while now. Hinata yawned and glanced over at the digital clock next to her bed. 11:30. I must have lost track of time. She placed a bookmark on the page and set it aside. She reached over to the lamp and was about to turn it off, but she heard a tapping at the window. What was that? Hinata said as she walked over to see what was happening outside. She opened the window and looked down. Her eyes widened when she saw who was down there. Hinata. Hayato whisper shouted. I'm coming up. What's he doing here? She felt her heart begin to race. She was about to close the window, but Hayato stopped it with his hands. How did he get here so fast? Sorry to be here late. I just had to see your face once more. He made a smile so perfect that Hinata blushed and smiled back. About time the spell worked. It's never taken this long. Gee, get out. If anyone hears you, my dad is going to be furious. Okay, I'll just make this quick, he said. Hinata stopped trying and looked at him. Hayato bent over and kissed Hinata on the lips. Hinata, although caught off guard, quickly pushed him off. Get out. See you tomorrow. He jumped out with a smile on his face. Hinata shut the window and closed the curtains. She was breathing heavily and her face as red as it had ever been. He kissed me. How do I feel? What do I say? She slapped herself. I'm supposed to feel mad right now, right? A smile crept across her face for a second, but it quickly turned to a frown. How am I supposed to feel? I love Naruto, but I think that I'm starting to like Hayato too. She groaned and jumped on her bed. I wish I knew what to do. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.